As you guys likely already know, pretty much every season's battle pass has had a secret skin. However, with season 10, that secret skin is a complete mystery, even when looking through the battle pass. However, guys, according to various clues, I've figured out what the skin is going to be. Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. How are you guys doing? Hit that like button down below if you're having a good day. And yes, this video is going to be a lot of fun because we're going to be figuring out what the season 10 secret skin for the battle pass is. And there is so much hidden in-game pointing towards this. Like, Epic Games made this a big mystery because it's like different than any other season in the past as to how the secret skin is being done. And when I mean secret skin, I'm talking about, you know, skins like Singularity, Aim, ones that were secret and unlocked towards the end of the battle pass. So yeah, going to be a very fun video. And speaking of skins, comment down below which skin you're using right now. For me, it is Yonder. I mean, it's gotta be Yonder. And if you want to help support me, guys, as always, you can do so by using code TheLlamaSir. Big shout out to all of you who have been doing so. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and jump into it with the first clue I want to talk about because we have a ton of stuff to cover. So this first thing is just, you know, what got me started on this mystery of the secret skin of season 10 and how it's so different from previous seasons. So as you guys likely know, in previous seasons, there was a secret skin, but we knew it was at least there. You went into like the overall challenges for the season and it showed up with like, this image is the one they've been using for the past few seasons. And then there was like a special challenge, like I think it was get a certain amount of battle stars or something like that. And then you unlocked the secret skin. However, in this time, if we go into the battle pass, or more specifically the battle pass challenges, you know, it would probably be in the 0.1 ones, right? But if we look in there, there is nothing like that. We cannot find that symbol. We cannot find anything pointing towards the secret skin. However, there is one thing at the very bottom of these 0 point challenges, which simply says to be revealed. And there's only one thing to complete there. Now that is very, very peculiar because I think that right there, that little section is what actually will be the secret skin. But again, it's much more of a mystery. We don't even have an image for it. And what's even more odd about that, at first I thought maybe that's, you know, going to be part of the missions, because if you go into like, let's say Eternal Voyager, it says complete upcoming mission to unlock an item. I thought that maybe is what it's referencing. But again, that's completely different. It says to be revealed, which also means it's going to be a challenge, but it's very, very peculiar overall. So let's go ahead and start to jump into what this skin could possibly be. And the first thing I want to talk about is how we can even start to guess what type of skin it will be. Well, obviously we do that by taking a look at the current battle pass and the theme of the skins. And the theme of the skins, or more specifically the theme of this entire season, is obviously like mixed up time and going back in time, having new versions of old stuff. So I definitely think, you know, the secret skin will continue to follow that path. It's like probably a 90% chance that it'll follow the same path as the skins we already have. And again, be a version of a previous skin from one of the previous seasons. Now, which season? Well, if we go through the skins that we already have, let's just real quick take a look through the battle pass. Starting out here, you have Catalyst, which is a version of Drift, which I think was in season 5. There's not a whole lot of season 5 ones, but obviously you then have X-Lord, which I think was season 4, right? I think so. Obviously that's the version of Rustalord, but then if we keep going, you have Tilted Technique, which was a version of a skin from the season 4 battle pass, which was a bit surprising, to be honest. I forgot that one was from season 4, but if you keep going, you then have the Yonder, which is a version of a skin from, I'm forgetting which season, obviously DJ Yonder. I think he was season 6 maybe, but that's kind of an outlier, so keeping it going here. You also have Sparkle Supreme, which was from the season 2 battle pass, which was a long time ago. Also, you have Eternal Voyager, which I think was season 3, a version of Dark Voyager. That's a pretty cool skin. And then finally, the obvious one is Ultima Knight, which is a version of the Black Knight from season 2. So with all of that being said, looking at all those things, I think our likely range is between season 2 and season 4 for the secret skin. So then we can look at which battle pass skins are not in this battle pass from those previous seasons and start to figure out which skin it would be. And guys, there is one skin that sticks out more than any of the others. So first of all, starting from like season 2, the only season 2 skin that hasn't gotten a newer version in this season are the like Royal Knight ones, the Blue Squire and also the Royal Knight skin. Both of those have not gotten a version. However, I don't think those are the ones in the secret skin, simply because if you go through the battle pass, there is a banner that is obviously the Blue Squire. So unless that's, you know, a little bit of a clue, but still that wouldn't really fit as like the secret skin. It's not that crazy. But then after that, you also have the Reaper, which is unlikely to be getting a newer version as the secret skin, simply because, you know, we got the John Wick skin, the actual John Wick. So that's sort of like the upgraded version of it. So I don't think they would choose. Also, you have the space skins, not like the Dark Voyager, the two sort of more normal skins. But again, I don't think those would fit because they are fairly normal skins. They're just spacesuit skins skins. Nothing too crazy or out of the ordinary, so they wouldn't really make sense as a secret skin, right? And if you guys have ideas about these skins, leave them down below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But let's keep it going here then. In Season 4, you have a lot of superhero skins. Now, some of these could possibly be the secret skin, one of which would be Omega. I feel like Omega could get a new variant, but still, I don't think that he is the secret skin. As much as that is like a really cool skin, and seeing a new version would be even cooler, again, I just don't think it would be him because there's so many superhero skins. We haven't seen anything about the superheroes this season. It just wouldn't really make sense, especially like fitting in with the story. And none of the other hero skins would really fit in as well. And then finally from Season 4, you also have Zoe, but that one's probably the one that makes the least amount of sense as being a skin that would be the secret skin because it didn't really fit in with the story of, I think that was Season 4, right? So with all of that being said, what skin then from the past battle passes could be redone for the secret skin? Well guys, we're forgetting about something, and that is the very first secret skin to ever be added into the battle pass. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I am talking about the Visitor. That is right guys, the Visitor, all the way back from Season 4, the first secret skin. Wouldn't that just make perfect sense having a new updated version for the secret skin of this season, since that one was again the first secret skin in a battle pass? It would just make perfect sense. It would fit in with the rest of the stuff in the battle pass, the theme of the season. Also, we've been seeing so much about the Visitor in this current season storyline that it pretty much has to be him. No other skin makes as much sense as the Visitor does, but that's not the end of it. There's more stuff pointing towards him being the secret skin. The first of which is that mysterious teaser that was added a little bit ago, or not really added, it was put up by Fortnite or Epic Games on their socials, and it simply showed the Visitor looking around. Now, this was very peculiar, but I'm thinking that this could actually be another hint towards him being the secret skin. We talked about how he looks a lot shinier and how the current version that we have in game is not all that shiny, and it only shows his helmet, which would obviously make a lot of sense because they're trying to hide the rest of the outfit, which is for the updated version of the Visitor skin for Season 10. And as for the differences in the skin, you know, it could be an updated version where it is like super shiny, super metallic, looks a lot newer. It probably would still fit in with that same sort of type of design, but you guys know the original Visitor looks a little bit more retro. Having a more futuristic version of the Visitor definitely would be really cool, and it would fit in with this image that, again, they put up for no reason, so it has to mean something. And since there hasn't really been any other specific things mentioning a secret skin, it would make sense. Now, on top of that, guys, this all makes sense just from a story point of view, and mainly for two different reasons. The first of which is the more obvious one. The second one is more peculiar, but with the first thing, it's simply that the Visitor has been the main driving force of the story this season so far. Obviously, he's been building all of these rift beacons around the map, causing all of these, you know, crazy changes, really fun changes too. Pandora is probably my favorite of the locations so far, but he's the one building the rift beacons to bring those locations back. Not only that, but way back when, before the season even started, they put up a teaser with his specific symbol on it. And then when you look at the meteor itself, the one that originally had crashed into Dusty Depot and later became Dusty Divot, you go inside of there, you can find the Visitor's pod, and he is not in it. However, guys, that leads me to my next point here, and that is how this Visitor is not the same Visitor as in previous seasons. And obviously that would make sense because all of the skins we have this season are like alternate dimension variants of skins that we've had from, you know, previous battle passes and things like that. So it would only make sense, and it would probably make more sense that this is an alternate version of the Visitor from another dimension, and that could make for a lot of unique things happening for the story. We talked about in a previous video about the Visitor and his plans and stuff like that, and how he may actually be a good guy this time around, and that would make a lot more sense now if he is from, you know, a different dimension. He's not the same Visitor as the one we had in Season 4. He's a different version, just how all of these skins from the Battle Pass are different alternate versions of the ones that we had originally had. So maybe he's making all of these rift beacons to help us out for some reason. We still gotta wait and see about all of that stuff, but it's fun to talk about. And then, guys, for the final little clue about how this all makes sense that the Visitor is going to be the secret skin of Season 10, it's simply the fact that all of this stuff has been alluded to being the Visitor, being caused by the Visitor, again with all of the clues from his hatch being opened in the meteor, the rift beacons having his design, the image from before the season pointing towards the Visitor having a huge role in the story. All of this stuff has happened, but we really haven't seen anything about the Visitor himself. We haven't seen any proof that he would be the same Visitor. Now, why would Epic Games do that unless they were, again, trying to hide him, his new updated design, design for when we can unlock him as the secret skin for this season. And again, that goes hand in hand with that mysterious random image they put up about the visitor. And honestly, I'm expecting them to put up more images. Like, why again would they just throw a random image up? It's such a mystery, but I love that kind of mystery. But altogether, guys, I think this makes a ton of sense. So again, leave your ideas down below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And that is going to be it for today's video. So if you did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button down below for more fun videos like this coming out in the near future. You can also check out some of my previous videos here by clicking on the screen. Got a new update about like this crazy glitch and other stuff. And then below that, another fun video I'm sure you'll enjoy. But other than that, guys, again, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.